laps, I mean, they're all slightly strange circumstances. And I think coming back to Europe, the tracks are more normal, more predictable, more in line with, weren't exactly the most reliable. And I mean, Vietti hasn't been bad since then. He just hasn't been anywhere near as kind of
quiet at the moment, isn't it? I can only be guessing that a substantial bit of work is going on for people to try some last-minute real changes in the dry. Through it really does change the whole dynamics. If you're changing your gearing, things like this, and you want a bike that's more manoeuvrable, well, it changes the complete base set.
Of him coming down into turn 9 must be a photographer's dream, this circuit. Just the elevation changes and the scenery that we have. Substitute rider or a stand-in rider, young Senna Aegius in 29th. He's currently just 2.1 seconds off this weekend and next at Misano as well.
Yeah, good on young Senna from hailing from the Asia Talent Cup.
Off the British Grand Prix weekend. Subsequent checks revealed that he actually fractured the upper left radius as well. I think that happened. All the usual steps and measures to get back fit. Someone also did say that championship is not going to get some momentum for next next season.
Yeah, that is certainly a positive attitude to have in far as Sam Lowe's goes. Such a shame. There is Augusto Fernandez then. Speaking of Sam Lowe's daughter Catherine, when they were teammates previous, 2 seconds adrift on the top times. And this is of course his second outing here in the Moto 2 World Championship. Best of luck to Rory. He is probably encountering the similar issue that lots of others are having though, which is there's not a lot of room at the end.
Fairly respectable rhythm. He was actually on course. I think he was sitting 20th in the closing laps, and then heard that
yes, interesting behaviour, not completely exactly behaviour we've never seen before.
Winning races in 125s. So yeah, but yeah, really solid performance from Rory Skinner. 20.
I mean, wow, that's pretty tough on your forearms. Not only that, but even after Silverstone, do you know what he did straight after the race on Sunday at Silverstone, Neil?
Drove all the way back to
first ever Grand Prix debut, you know, in front of the home crowd and this and that, and then you got to drive 5, 6, 7 hours home. I mean, goodness gracious. Rory, I don't know, it's less expensive than fuel these days. Genuinely, some of the races I've been coming to, I've actually paid less to go on a train to the airports than it would cost me to drive to the low 134s, I think, towards the end of this session, which is, interestingly enough, could guarantee after seeing a 135 flat from Jake Dixon this morning, we'll be seeing
brand new soft rear tire in the back of that Honda Team Asia Calyx bike, and that has propelled him to top of the pile by half a time, up to 3rd now for the number 37, the championship leader.
Alonso Lopez, a personal best lap sends him up to P. Sean Dylan Kelly has made some big improvements. He's up into P24, 1.9.
Blew down, but Chantra, some decent form at this track. I think he got his first ever front row in the Moto 2 class here back in 2019. And isn't it in the summertime?
It was like Far East, sort of, yeah.
Outside Europe and the Americas, maybe we can say.
Good memory. Rosa Kone have all failed to improve in this session. Not so much of a concern for Dixon and Dalla Porta. They are P4 and P8 respectively.
14th place for him, so he's pretty much at risk here. What can Pedro Acosta do? He's on a personal best. 7/10 off might take him inside the top 10, you know.
And Chantra on track. He does go to P4, moves Dixon down to P5. And it's Ben Snyder, Joe Roberts and Albert Arenas in the danger zone. Haven't really spoken about him too much today, but 4th place right at the end of FP2. That's pretty good going for the Italian. That'll bring a smile to the faces in the march. Yeah, Kubo was the show, you know. And he's got Kushitani leathers. Whereas Gonzalez has something different.
Currently 30th in this session, as Vietti now has been squeezed out.
A bit more damage to that bike than he would have liked. That looks like he's probably gone down at the penultimate corner.
Yeah. I think Rory had a crash at the end of FP2 at Silverstone as well, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Yeah, so what can Vietti do then, Matt? Because, well, we've lost count of the amount of times that we find him outside the top 14 at the end of...
Want to be on the back foot going away from the circuit on Friday, do you? So what can he do? I mean, he's second off still.
I think, well...
Yeah, he did.
He did, yes, absolutely. So Vietti then, outside the top 14, he will be praying.
In previous visits to Austria, wasn't that exciting? All they had to do was navigate one corner and nail the exit. But with the flip-flop 2A, 2B chicane in there too.
The two Boscoscuro boys,
Absolutely.
Lopez in 5th, Aldeguer 8th.
Nice stoppy.
Nice stoppy up into turn 1, just in case